All right, everybody, welcome into Thursday. How you doing? Hopefully all is well. There's no live today. We did it on Tuesday, but those of you in Pathfinders or the Wednesday group will get the recorded. I did pull cards for each zodiac sign around the eclipse. I came up with a new spread for it, basically what's going on and how do you handle it. So that's what's happening. That's what I've already done for the eclipse. You'll see some shorts cut from that live that will populate the channel this weekend. But next week, Thursday live and Wednesday live is going to be the regular same time. And Thursday live, I'm going to work on introducing you to Archangel Metatron. All right. We're going to do some affirmations. We're going to do some group meditations to connect us all to the power of Metatron. Very, very powerful archangel. So next Thursday, that's what's going to be happening. All right. This is about activating your pillar of light. So if you're not part of Pathfinders, now's a good time, because we are going to be doing more of these kinds of healing and tools-based, sessions. So you might want to check it out. Okay. In the flow. In the flow, rejuvenating rain, a little bit of water. Yeah, unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So, it may not feel, whoopsie, sorry about that. It may not feel very, there we go. It may not feel very harsh or anything like that. You just may have an experience of just needing to go with the flow. Okay. I don't feel like there's a lot of anything that you can do other than activating or praying or connecting to your guides or anything like that. This is an intermediate time. The unknown territory is possibly one of the most powerful cards in this deck, because it basically is saying to you that you're transitioning from one to another, from one part of your life to another part of your life. Eclipse energy starting to happen later this month, October 25th, and then November 8th. I'll talk more about that as we get closer. But we are having this series of days and weeks where sometimes you know what you're doing and sometimes you really don't. I don't want you to get freaked out by that. It's because we're going through some kind of change, some kind of portal, some kind of reconnecting to a level higher of our wisdom. And I don't want you to feel freaked out by it. Just go with the flow. Try not to resist what's going on. I'm going to talk today about the moon energy that we are having right now, this full moon in Aries, which is super powerful Mars energy. It is about taking action and getting things done and all of that. But here's the thing. It's a full moon. All right. So the full moon in Aries, full moon is about releasing. And Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries can be a little pushy, a little directive, a little ordering people around, things like that. I feel like the releasing part here is that some of you may be ordering yourself around. Some of you may be pushing yourself a little too hard, and it's really time to go with the flow. That full moon in Aries is really beautiful activation energy. It's fire, it's power, and all of that. Some of you may have the feeling that you're not doing enough. All right, that's very common in that energy, especially in the full moon part of it. So what I want you to do is go back and look 6 months ago. If you're writing a journal, it's easier to go back and look 6 months ago with the new moon in Aries, and what were you manifesting at that time? What were the thoughts you were having? Go back and look at your journal. Page of Swords underneath. I do see messages of financial well-being and joy. Wow. And look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like what's coming in is this sense of, I'm finally aligned with my mission and purpose. I'm finally aligned, and abundance flows from that. Okay. King of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. We're getting some messages here of bringing in joy, or being aligned with your joy is the thing that's going to bring in financial well-being. Now, a lot of you may have come from families who believed that you had to really grind yourself into a fine powder to achieve any kind of abundance or stability in this life, that you really had the hustle culture and all of that. We are really letting go of that. Okay. There's some of the messages that I'm getting my own self is about persistence and consistency and keep moving. Just keep going. Just keep going. That's the message I am getting right now. And I am following that. Just keep going. Okay. Let's see what comes out in the reading. 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, King of Cups, King of Swords. Wow, look at that. Death, very transformative energy. 2 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups. So we've got some stagnation here. We've got some lack of clarity. We've got some ending energy with the 10 of Swords and Death. I feel like what's happening right now is that what you're asking for. Okay, so 3 of Wands is a manifestation card. It's about receiving. So whatever you have been praying for, whatever you have been manifesting or working on, what's coming in, something needs to be cleared in order for that to happen. And I feel like there's some kind of unhealthy energy around your manifestation or around how you're going about this, or there's some fear, or there's some disbelief that you can really do it, that you can really manifest. And I feel like that's one of the things to start work on healing right now, is that endings do not mean that you're going in the wrong direction. Just because you have an ending here, I feel like there's a global ending for all of us, which I talked about the last couple of days. And some of you are stepping into your healing gifts because of this. So don't fear the Reaper. I know. I just saw the Death card and all of a sudden I get that song in my head. Don't fear the Reaper. Good God. Because this is alignment. We're talking about a releasing of a hustle culture, really a throwing off of that. Now, King of Cups and King of Swords, this is the energy of coming from the heart. It's the energy of clarity, right? This is Aquarius energy, and this is Cancerian energy. Now, Pisces energy, sorry, Pisces energy. Cancerian is Queen of Cups. And what I'm seeing here is that there's some dedication. There is some completion. Tens and the Kings, King of Pentacles here too. We're missing the King of Wands, which is Aries energy. And that's the moon we're stepping into. So that feels to me like things have to change and work on healing. I'm glad I did this reading when I'm doing it before the full moon comes in. Before it's time to release something, surrender to the notion that it must be released. Allow yourself to let go of something that's become stagnant. 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. And at the same time, we're making a choice to move on to the next path. Right? This might feel a little bit like an intermediary, like the in-between times, which I have talked about before. And I'm going to clarify the 10 of Swords and the Death card. 4 of Cups here, I feel like you might be listening too much to what other people think you should be doing rather than listening to your own inner guides, rather than being aligned, right? Ace of Swords, rather than going with the flow, rather than following your needs, wants, desires, following your own path. Keep going, even though you don't know what's next. Keep going, not in a hustle culture way, but in a very heart-centered and directed way. So ask Archangel Metatron, ask Archangel Michael for protection, and also for show me the next step. Show me the next step. Show me the next step. And they have a myriad of things you can work with archangels on, which we will do next week. But I just am feeling that this is about clarity and about going with the flow and recognizing that just taking one step after another is the way. The 10 of Swords here, let me clarify the 10 of Swords. What is the ending about? The 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. For some of you, this could be a long relationship that has come to completion, that isn't bringing any joy. It's only bringing drama. I feel like some of you are finally setting yourself free of that. Okay. And I feel like, there could be a little bit of drama around the ending of that, but after that, you feel super free. Okay. If there was a long-term relationship that has gotten bogged down in the energy of like, I just can't do it anymore. Okay. It can be about your work. It can be about, anything in your life that feels like it's ground to a halt. Now, what you're being asked to do here is to communicate with the archangels and shift that energy. So even if you don't know what's going on, all right, maybe there's a lot of upheaval and change in the world that can be happening. It's really important that personally you connect with the archangels, in my opinion, and or your higher self, your guides. It's really important to do that, because I do feel like there will be a lot of drama going on, especially around money. Okay. And, as we get to the eclipse season, which I talked about on Tuesday, as we get to the eclipse season, we are going to be making choices about who we are. All right. Taurus and Scorpio is the axis the North nodes are on. We're going to be asked to make a new declaration of who we are as a collective, as individuals. I really feel like the 11th house is present here. Even though Scorpio and Taurus are second house, 8th house, I do feel like there's some 11th house collective energy here that we have to decide. We can't stay in this Two of Pentacles anymore. We can't, and I've said this before, like if you keep teetering on this 1 foot in a 3D life that is creating toxicity for you, and then working on spiritual work, it may be kind of silent right now. There's a little bit of a choice to go with your heart and channel the energy of what your heart wants, what you're creating. And that's the transformation here. That's a choice. I don't think everybody's going to be too psyched about that. The Four of Cups in this deck, this is the mythic deck, is too... I always think of these as the ugly stepsisters in Cinderella, kind of telling her lies, telling her, you might have a lot of people around you trying to get you to do something that they want. It's not the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is manipulation, but this is more like, don't you want to be... don't you want to stay in this relationship? Don't you want to stay with us? Don't you want to be here and present in a toxic environment? They won't say it like that, but this is what you know. And sometimes we stay in things that we know a lot longer than we should because we're afraid of leaving our comfort zone. That's why we're talking about North and South Node too. That's why North and South Node is your comfort zone, and it's your job in this life to go toward the North Node, the karmic pathway. Okay, so that's kind of a lot. The Mars full moon is going to help you release things that have become not part of your passion. All right, not part of your spiritual growth. You're going to release things that are keeping you stuck in other people's paradigms, the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, and making a choice to do this, which is super good. All right. So, clarify the Death card, please. Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, Lovers, again, Lovers, and the Tower. Okay, I can't leave that there. Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're surrendering to this new paradigm. And I have seen this a couple of times that I feel like for some of you, there's a love partner coming in who is going to change your perspective. It could be someone who, I'm going to say a love partner because we've got lovers here, but it is someone who is extremely influential on your path. Now, for some of you, this could be a twin flame coming back. I have seen a lot of that masculine and feminine coming into union. Because of the rise of the divine feminine, there's a natural reaction from the divine masculine. So the choice here can be a clash, or the beginning of a clash that really sets you on path to surrender to your highest good. This person is instrumental in you seeing, if you're in unknown territory, this person is instrumental in you seeing the way forward. So it's basically, I like the King of Swords here, and I feel like that might be the other person who is basically saying to you, it's only through your own meditations and your own awareness of where you are in the path. Do not listen to outside sources that make you feel like you are either not on your path or not aware of your path, or, hey, come on back to the hustle culture. Come on back to this grind. You know, the difference is here, persistence and keep going with your spiritual gifts versus releasing a temporal 3D experience that you might be having. Okay, that is something that might not be helpful. There he goes. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this reading. The full moon in Aries is asking you to release anything that is keeping you in this hustle culture and really aligning with your happiness and your joy. Even if it feels weird to people around you, you are in the right place. Okay, you are in the right place. All right, we're going to keep going on this. Link is below. We'll see you over there. Pathfinders, let's just keep rolling.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.